Okay, moving on to lesson 4C. Watch out.
4C. Watch out! Vocabulary: earthquake, hurricane, tsunami, lightning, volcanic eruption, flood.
Okay. Una revista ha organizado una competición pequeña, a short story competition, una pequeña competición de una historia corta, breve. Below is the story that a magazine reader wrote. Read the title, look at the pictures and guess what the story about. Y mira de qué se trata la historia. Aquí la tenemos, la historia. Bien. Leemos a escuchar, leer y vamos a poner los eventos de las imágenes de la A a la F en el orden correcto. Escribe la 1 a la 6 en las cajas.
Read. B.
Bad things happen in threes. Betty always believed that bad things happen in threes. Last Saturday, she tried very hard to stop this from coming true, but unfortunately, she couldn't avoid it. It was raining, and it was very windy, so Betty decided to go shopping instead of going to the tennis club. She had just pulled out of her driveway when suddenly a tree fell right in front of her. The wind was so strong that it had blown the tree down. If she hadn't stopped in time, the tree would have landed on her car. That's not a good sign, she thought to herself. Although she was a bit shaken up, she continued on her way. Then something else happened. She had just entered the downtown area when a truck went through a red light and almost crashed into her. Bad things always happen in threes, she said to herself. What next? She was so worried that she decided to park her car and take the bus instead. Fortunately, nothing else happened on the way or while she was shopping. At around 2 o'clock, she made her way to her car. She was carrying lots of shopping bags and was exhausted. When she reached her car and started looking for her keys in her purse, she realized that her wallet was missing. She was sure that someone had stolen it. I knew it, she thought. Bad things always happen in threes.
¿Ya? Ahora vamos a poner 5, 2, 6, 1, 3, 4. Ahí está el orden, ahí están las respuestas. Veamos, esto ya lo hicimos. Vamos a ponerlo así. Vamos acá. Estuvo todo esto. Falta aquí. What was the weather like last Saturday? It was raining and it was very windy. Why did a tree fall? The wind was so strong it blew the tree down. Where was the beetle? Where was Betty? Where was Betty when the truck almost crashed into her? She had just entered the downtown area. Why did Betty decide to take the bus? She was worried. How did Betty feel after she had finished her shopping? She was exhausted. What was the third bad thing that happened that day? She lost her wallet. Conditional sentences type 3. Oraciones condicionales tipo 3. Vamos a ubicar siempre if. El verbo va a ir en el past perfect simple. Puede usar would, could, might, must have, más el pasado participio del verbo. If I had brought my camera, I would or could might have taken some pictures. Si yo hubiese traído mi cámara, hubiese o pudiese o ya dijo, yo hubiese haber tomado algunas fotografías. If we had followed John's directions, si nosotros hubiésemos seguido las indicaciones de John, we wouldn't have been late. No estaríamos tarde. Cuando empezamos con la condicional, para separarla de la principal usamos una coma. Y repito, vamos a poner, en este caso, el verbo tiene que ir en el pasado participio. Vamos acá. Son usadas para hablar acerca de situaciones imaginarias o irreales en el pasado. If I finished early, si yo hubiese terminado antes, I would have let you know. Te lo hubiese hecho saber. Para expresar la mente, es decir, algo que se queja no haber hecho. If I had been more careful, si hubiese sido más cuidadoso, I wouldn't have had an accident, no hubiese tenido un accidente. To criticize, para criticar. If you had told me the truth, si tú me hubieses dicho la verdad, you wouldn't have gotten into trouble, no te hubiese metido en problemas. Vamos a completar. If I had driven, I wouldn't have had. Tina would have stayed at home. If she had not, if Dad had run, he wouldn't have missed. Como es verbo regular, tiene que terminar en ed. Cuando es irregular, cambia. En este caso es irregular, el pasado participio de drive es driven. I wouldn't have caught a cold if I had worn my coat. No hubiese, pocas palabras, enfermado de gripe si yo hubiese usado mi suéter. Listen. Bueno, acá es de discutir en grupos, no lo podemos hacer porque es presencial. ¿Verdad? Esto sí, van a escuchar dos personas hablando de accidentes que they have had, hubiesen tenido. Listen and find out who or what the lightning struck. Escuche y descubra quién o qué es lo que golpeó un rayo.
Listen. B. You will hear two people talking about accidents they have had. Listen and find out who or what the lightning struck. Speaker 1.
I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a lovely sunny July afternoon, and I was walking to the gym. Suddenly the sky was full of huge black clouds. When I heard thunder, I knew that a huge storm was coming. Summer storms in my area are quite common, and I knew that lightning could be very dangerous. So I wanted to get to the gym as quickly as possible. I was running down the street, and the last thing I remember was a bright flash of light and an incredible feeling of something going through my body and knocking me to the ground. I woke up in the hospital with all my family and friends around me. I was quite badly burned, but I didn't stay in the hospital too long. However, it took a long time for the nightmares to stop, and I'm still afraid of lightning.
Speaker 2.
It was my 21st birthday, and I wanted to have an unforgettable night. So I arranged to have a party at this luxurious hotel. It was a warm evening in the middle of August, but because it was raining buckets outside, we had to stay in the hotel all night. There were a lot of guests at the party, and the room was packed. I was dancing away when I saw the smoke. People began to panic, but there were so many of us that we couldn't get out quickly. Soon the room was full of smoke. I managed to open a window and get out of the burning building. The firefighters arrived shortly after, but it took a long time for them to put out the fire. Luckily, all the guests got out in time. Some of them had to go to the hospital because of burns and breathing problems. Fortunately, the firefighters had put out the fire before it spread to the rest of the hotel. However, the room where the party was completely destroyed. I was told later that the building had been struck by lightning. Can you believe it? Of all the nights! Well, it certainly did turn out to be a night I will never forget.
Bueno, ahí estamos. Vamos a continuar. Listen again, read the stem below, decide which accident they refer to. Write 1 for the first accident, 2 for the second, or B for both. B, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Y acá tenemos lo que menciona el audio. Transcript. Speaker 1, speaker 2. Bueno, aquí tenemos, esto es un trabajo presencial, no lo podemos hacer. Ya hicimos esto. Veamos si hicimos acá. Sí, ¿verdad? No, veamos. Ya hicimos lo de las condicionales. Ya hicimos esto. Esto ya estuvo. Bien. Entonces, lo de las condicionales ya estuvo. Vamos a repasar. Ya a mi edad no vaya a ser que se me quede. Sí, ya lo hicimos. Aquí está. Ya lo hicimos. Bien, y esta. Bien, ¿verdad? Ahí está. Vamos a repasar. Y aquí están las respuestas. Yo creo que esto sería todo. Ahí estamos, ¿verdad? Creo que ya no queda nada más ahí que ver. Quedamos en una actividad presencial, pero lamentablemente pues así vamos a terminar el año y vamos a trabajar en lo que podamos a la distancia, ¿verdad? Hagamos lo que podamos, pero yo les estoy ayudando en lo que puedo también, ¿verdad? Para que me entreguen y trabajemos en el libro de inglés y contestemos todo lo que podamos, ¿ok? Ok, goodbye, take care.